the way that this country's going, it's not fair. And all I have to, whenever I think about money, I think about Ukraine, and I think about how we are literally paying their social security. We've told you that over the years on this show. We literally are sending them money so they can pay their people. While our system is so broken, Medicare has 10 more years on it, and we've talked about Social Security. They're not going to fix it by lowering your benefit by 23%. It's going to be a 3-prong approach. I'm just telling you, I've been watching this for 20 years, and everything that I've seen that they try not to let us find is they're going to raise the age. We live longer. Of course, they're going to raise the age. Instead of 62 or 67 or 70, they're not going to let you start till you're 70 or 75. It's not going to be enough to save it. Younger workers, you're paying in like 6.25% right now. They're going to have to raise that, and not to like 8.25. They're going to have to raise that to like 12. They're going to have to really raise it, and it's still not going to be enough. It's that underfunded. And then the granddaddy, they're going to lower benefits. And again, we have people on a true fixed income, have a small pension, don't have a pension, live primarily on Social Security. When that happens, the pain's going to be great. But, hang on to your 2.5% raise. So you got that going for you. All right. I guess there's not much more I can say about that. It's just I get frustrated with that whole thing. So I think it's time to raise up. Had an article here from the Daily Hodl on the 12th of October. I'm just going to read the title and move on from this one because there's not a lot to say about it. U.S. government pays $950 billion in interest on the national debt in just 1 year, says the Congressional Budget Office. So, that's right there at $1 trillion. That's insane just on the national debt. So our debt is bad. It's getting worse. And I still think the whole thing ends badly.
Isn't it the number 2 liability for the country as a whole is just interest?
Yes.
It's insane. It
surpassed the national, our military, which, the world's not safe right now. So, I'm not, necessarily a war hawk, especially with a son in the military and one that's going to be drafted next year. But I'll tell you what, this it's problematic, and it doesn't matter. You've said forever, why can't they just keep printing money? They can until the music stops, and then
it's funny. It's because we're actually getting closer to what you've been talking about for the last couple, 7 months. The BRICS meeting in October. It's like 2 days away, and I feel like we haven't really brought it up at all.
Yeah, it's a week out. And we will see from when you're listening to this. Yeah, it's just a few days away. So we'll see what happens. And again, the thing that we've said since we've been on the air, your take is there's always been something to worry about. We've had a Great Depression. We've been in a Civil War. We've had the Black Plague. We've always had something. And my take is you're absolutely correct. Just not all of them at once. We've never had all of the things we've gone through at one time in history. And I feel like we're heading that way. It's when the dominoes fall, I just think they're all going to fall. But let's hope I'm wrong.